Been rolling, checking in.
Yeah,
Flinttown, USA.
tap in, tap in. All right. That's all right. I just tagged you if you want to share it. We can keep it going.
You know, your phone on 2%. You try
Oh,
to see
what
if you can make it.
what kind of charger you need?
See, see.
USB-C. I got you. Hold on.
Yep.
Got some life in there.
Oh yeah, we rolling now.
Okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's it. That's it. Right there.
Bet it up. Bet it up. Yeah, we don't let no phones go dead around here now.
Man, yeah.
Sure. Hello, world. Thank you for tuning in. Today is August 24th, 2025, and we have much to discuss with Chris the Boss.
It's your boy. Awesome motherfuckers. Communication's a must, and with long-term success, that's the route that I trust. Allow me miss it, come back to hit us till we sit and think about it. We got much to discuss. Yeah, communication's a must, and with long-term success, that's the route that I trust. Allow me miss it, come back to hit us till we finally try to fix it. We got much to discuss.
Yeah, we've been locked in for shit, about 30 years, damn near. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? We are back with much to discuss with Chris the Boss. I hope y'all ready to turn up. We have a very special guest coming in town, dropping through the hometown. Just completed the crime for the first time as well.
Man.
Shout out to the crime and everybody who is out there doing their thing. But yeah, we got a very special guest coming to bless the show today. Educator, coach of the head coach of the Wiley College Great Debaters. He is one of the best spoken word poets to come out of Flint, Michigan.
Okay, all right, you spitting, you spitting.
Always reminding people to this day, nobody big yet.
They see it on the shirt, man. What's up, man? It is.
Talk to him, y'all.
It's nothing like being home, man. It's great to be with the Flintstones. Hey, the crim is serious. Shout out to everybody who trained for real. If you're gonna do the crim next year, start training yesterday. Like, don't wait till the last 2 weeks to say, okay, I'll do it. Like, go ahead, train for real. It's worth it, and you get a fly medal.
Hey,
Like,
show it off, show it
I'm not.
off.
I'm not taking this off for a week. I'm not taking this off until my legs stop hurting.
Man, for real, for real. That's right, that's right. Because he held it down. Y'all please give a warm welcoming for Ernest Mack. What's going on, brother? How you doing
Man,
today?
I'm doing great, man. I'm cool, man.
Cool, cause you straight or straight cause you cool.
Both. Cause
Hey.
look, in Texas, the heat, the weather is hot. It's hard to be cool down there. So I could be
Oh,
cool
man.
at home in Flint.
What part of Texas you in?
And I'm in East Texas. So it's this small town called Marshall, Texas.
Okay.
It's 25 minutes from Shreveport, Louisiana. So basically, if you was to drive to Saginaw, that's how close I am to driving to Louisiana. Um,
Mm.
yeah, Marshall, Texas, man. Wiley, really Wiley University now because they offer master's degrees. So the Wiley
Hey.
University, great debaters.
Hey, the Wiley University great debaters. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. How did that come about, man?
Well, you said it right off the gate. Poetry, spoken word poetry. So, at the time I was in Nashville at an open mic. I was a student at Tennessee State University.
Okay, okay. Shout out to
For
Tennessee
my
State.
yeah, Big Blue. Shout out my freshman year. I met a dude who was doing spoken word, hosting an open mic. So me, trying to get on the list. He saw me perform, so he invited me to the next open mic.
Yeah.
From there, he ended up telling me like, "Yeah, it's no open mics. I'm getting busy with debate." I'm like, "What you mean debate?" And really, he told me, kind of showed me what speech and debate was, and then that was it. I left Tennessee State because of the high tuition. Was back at Flint. Was a mock bear, so it is some. I got some mock credits.
Hey, okay, okay.
Came back, but the guy that was I met in Tennessee, he was at Wiley. This is probably 2 years later. He was at Wiley, and he was asking that I finish school, and I didn't at the time. And he hit me up like, "Look, I know I met you on some poetry stuff, but you could learn debate." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know nothing about debate." He like, "No, trust me, you can learn." I'm like, "Look, my high school, the community schools don't have debate." He
Yeah.
like, "You could get a scholarship." I'm like, "Who do I need to talk to?" So that's pretty much, so really a spoken word connect, or kind of talking about having an artist plug, an artist that was just looking out for another artist for real.
Oh, that's special, man. What year was this?
So this was I met that dude 2010. We probably talked every blue moon, maybe 5 times between 2010. I went to Texas in 2013. So we probably talked 5 times between 2010 and 2012. Um, I listened to him on what was that, Reverb Nation. I was
I
a
remember Reverb.
yeah, I followed him on Reverb Nation, and I was like, we probably was connected on Facebook. So we was a check in every blue moon. So that's how I became a student there, and got on the debate team. Did really well, and it's a lot of people that would do well in speech and debate, like that I went to high school with, like Flint Community Schools. Personality, because it's debate, people think it's like one on one, just lawyers, but really it's speech. Like any performer, any public speaker
Yeah,
would do well with speech and debate. I always tell people it's like track and field. Like if you fast, for sure, but some people naturally can do hurdles really good, or some people can do, what's that, the long jump, and
yeah.
just all of those events in track and field. So speech and debate was like that. So I did well as a student, made an impact, and then when I left, came back, went to graduate school at Eastern Michigan, and Tennessee State reached out and said, "Hey, you about done with your master's degree? We need an assistant coach."
Mm,
And that kind of is what brought me back into like, yeah, I did speech and debate. I did 3 years. I did okay. Well, I did great for somebody who had no experience.
yeah.
But I didn't think I did well enough to become a debate
Get
coach
that
or
kind of
kind of,
call.
yeah,
Yeah.
stay in the community. But the speech and debate community, just like all communities, it's a close, tight knit. Once you a speech kid, they foster you into becoming a speech adult or a coach or a lawyer or somebody who write grants or volunteer or things like that. So that was my unconventional way into speech and debate.
Okay. How much like so when you heard of this, the scholarships and then like when it piqued your interest, like how long did it take you to like really mold yourself into that realm?
Well, I was already a speaker from Kudos with Mr. Rhymes, and then poetry. I was creative, but as far as debate, I would say my second semester, I started to believe I could do it. The beginning of my second year, I knew it was something that like I could do well at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you started going to school for it, like, what would you say was maybe the toughest little wall to overcome in that process? Like just getting through school to get on the level you are on today.
Uh, to get over the hump of school, by the time I got to Wiley, I think I was like 22. So I was a non-traditional student, and I felt like that was pretty much my last chance. So it was one of those. I was 16 hours away from home. I didn't feel like it was a great deal of options for me in Flint. So
Mhm.
it felt like do or die. Where it's like, you know what? What's the worst that could happen if I try really hard in this environment compared to I was already trying hard in the Flint environment.
Yeah, I know that's right. So, yeah, like make it back at home. Feel like you can make it anywhere.
Yeah, yep, yep, yep.
For real. So what's been like some of the best experiences like since becoming a debate coach?
No lie, getting to teach people debate that didn't think they could learn it. So I'm getting to teach people like myself or offer them scholarships the same way I got a scholarship and I was like, wait, I don't have debate experience. It's the same thing. It's cool to talk to parents. It's cool to talk to students. It's cool to talk to stop outs and dropouts. Like, you know what? I got a couple $1,000 or I got opportunity for you. So that's really the best part. Or the first best part. Second best part is seeing the student who never won anything win when
Mhm.
they individual event or they get rewarded for their hard work. And even in debate, if it's 40 people in the category, if you finish fourth, debate really recognized the top six finishers. So instead of first, second, third, it's really first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth.
Mm,
So to see a student get a fourth in the tournament and it's 40 other speakers
that's major.
or 80 other speakers,
That's major.
yeah. So to see them be proud or kind of like have that confidence boost restored in them, it's really cool. So them the first two parts, kind of really rewarding parts of my job for real.
Okay. I might have to look into it, man. I've
But
always, enjoyed speaking, doing public speaking at events and so, even through the artistry of performing, with music. I love speaking in front of big crowds. So that's something I have to like look into.
man, I've been thinking about trying to get the great debaters to come to Flint. So I want to either do a debate something or I don't know. I want to bring debate, bring my team to Flint, just so they can see my hometown, but also to get some more Flintstones, on the debate team. Actually, Flint got a lot of people from the '90s that attended Wiley. So shout out to all my Wiley College alum. That's
Hey,
also Flintstones.
yeah.
Yeah, cool time, man. Cool group of people.
That's special right there, man. Yeah, come on this way, do some recruiting, man. Keep me updated with that. I love to cover that event. Go live at that event, get some coverage, man. Network, meet some people, and then get that experience. Because I've never been to like what would you call it? Like
A debate,
just
or
a debate?
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
literally a debate.
I've
Yeah.
never been to like a actual debate. Just sat around debating people,
Oh
that we
yeah,
know personally, or with business and
yeah.
things like that. But
I'm gonna try to put something together for springtime.
okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Much to discuss. We'll be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there. Did you ever hear people like, because I tell people, I always try to differentiate like debating isn't arguing. It ain't just sitting up arguing. I always look at arguing as something that can lead to worse or the negativity. People try to throw like some type of negative light on the word debate sometimes because I didn't heard people say, "Man, I ain't trying to debate and argue with you. I'm like, well, them two different things. I hit people with that real quick. I'm like, I'm not about to argue with nobody. Like, we can debate and agree to disagree or whatever, understand each other. We don't gotta agree, but debate could lead to some type of understanding.
Yeah, so debate, people don't mind clash. Where debate, debaters know that at some point they have to listen. We didn't all talk to people who don't necessarily listen, or they think because they are louder or because they are angrier. That mean they right,
Mm.
and that's not true. Debate also got a judge, so it's like me and you arguing back and forth. That's it. But in debate, we're going to argue to the judge. If you notice, or like court or lawyers, they never argue with each other. They argue and talk to the judge. They argue and talk to the person, um, the plaintiff or the defendant, the person in the box or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the biggest difference. So yeah, no, my students always say, yeah, I won't argue with you, or even the people on campus, like, no, don't argue with the debaters. They know what they're talking about. So it's definitely some people got the gift of gab, and some people do not, for sure.
Yeah, and that's one thing I have pointed out to people. I'm like, is it because you don't like to listen? Like, because you don't want to debate with me? Because it's like we go both have the floor, But I done tried to put together like big sports debates. It didn't work out. Everybody wasn't cooperating with how we were trying
Yeah,
to put it together.
you
So
need structure to debate. You need
yeah,
structure to debate. You need structure to debate.
yeah, man. Like the right judges, like trying to find people with no bias and definitely need structure. So I'll try to give it another swing at some point. Maybe after learning from you and
Look,
the Wiley University
yeah,
great
the
debaters.
me
I
and the
can,
great debaters, we gonna come back and we should
yeah.
for sure.
I need to learn something from y'all, man. For real. Because that seemed like it'll be fun. In my opinion, that'd be fun. So
No, we have a good time, or we put on a good event. And we at HBCU, so
hey,
they are
talk to him.
young black college students, so like
Talk to him.
18 to about 25 for real. So still black, still culturally aware, still your cousin, still feel like dude up the street. But just with a suit on and equipped with some real skill to go there. So yeah, the
Yeah.
debaters need to meet the Flintstones.
Hey, we're looking forward to it, man. What was your most recent event?
Man, we just had a fundraiser. School has been in 2 weeks. So we had a fundraiser and we did watch the great debaters with the great debaters. So it was like a movie
Okay.
night fundraiser. So popcorn, just chemistry building. We getting ready to get started in the next 3 weeks as far as competition. LSUS, first potential first school.
Okay. Okay. Hold it down. Yeah, and you said next few weeks?
Yep, next like 3 weeks away.
Okay, that's the next one coming up. Okay,
Hmm.
I was just about to ask next. What was the next thing y'all had coming up? I like that. Staying consistent.
Oh, we on it now. The
Staying,
semester off. We rolling.
staying consistent. Heck shit. Any other ones following up after that one that you
So,
want to highlight?
man, weirdly enough, COVID changed a lot of things, but COVID gave people a chance to innovate. So the debate community started having online debates. So we got a couple online debates, cost efficient, so that like a school district like Flint Community Schools could have a debate team, but don't have to travel, and won't have to be as much of an expense because we do online tournaments using Zoom and Yatly and a few other platforms. So we got some virtual things coming up, being hosted out of New York or based in New York. So yeah, we got a semester full. I'm gonna do a better job of sharing, just with the general community, just our schedule. But trying to coach, teach, still do a little poetry for myself. I get a little my wires get crossed sometimes.
Hey, find that balance, man. Find that balance. If I was to like, how is it in preparation for a debate? Like, do you find out like what you're debating in advance, like so you can take some time, do a little homework, some extra research, or
Couple different categories, but IPDA. This is a style of debate. Um, It'll have 5 topics on a piece of paper, and me and you debating against each other. I'll scratch off one, you scratch off one, I scratch off one, you scratch off one. Whichever one left, we got 30 minutes to go to our corner, our room, our team, and research whatever we're gonna research, learn whatever we're gonna learn, formulate our arguments, and then 30 minutes. We go to a room. I got a 5 minute speech, you got a 4 minute speech, I get a 3 minute speech, back and forth, then we're done. So really 30 minutes, and it can decide on which topic get crossed off the list.
Okay. Okay. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah, this that sounds interesting. The more you talk about it, I'm looking forward
Oh
to.
no, it's a world. I really think Powers is the only school around here that got a team, but hopefully that can change soon.
Yeah, I hope that's what moments like this, I hope that
Uh,
leads to.
oh yeah, I say it's the conversation became public here on much to discuss first.
Hey, yeah, yeah, because I love for like things like this to become, people become more aware of 'em. You never know who may be interested or who this just may be the perfect fit for them.
Oh yes,
This may be, that purpose in life.
it,
They
it's
searching.
it's a class clown right now that need the challenge of public speaking, public competing, being witty and charismatic right now that could be a national champion in the room. And they'll never know it just because they behaviors lead them to in trouble or other fields instead of again speech and debate. In some schools they start as early as 7th grade, just with debate middle school teams.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Say, hey, it's something to look forward to. I'm gonna have to talk to some of my little nieces and nephews, little cousins. See if they might have some interest in that, man. That'd be special, man. Looking forward to that coming this way, man.
Yeah, and if you want to check out this a little bit more about the debate team on Instagram, WU underscore the great debaters, and you'll see some of their mini vlogs and our team travel. So that's how people can kind of follow up and learn more about what we do.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Y'all tap in, follow along, follow along.
But if you want to follow Coach Mac, nobody underscore big underscore yet on Instagram. So that's really my main platform. What platform you use the most?
I use I use Facebook the most,
Hmm.
and probably Instagram second.
Okay.
Uh, I could use Instagram a lot more.
I use TikTok the most, but like that's just strictly entertainment. I just scroll, and I could create more, or I'm really inspired to try to be a lifestyle content creator. I record the footage, I just never edit it. But yeah, I think mine is Instagram, TikTok, then I guess YouTube. As far as when I'm at work in those office hours and students not coming, just get on YouTube and watch a couple
Yeah,
videos. YouTube University, as I call it.
man. YouTube University for real teach you a lot, man. Shoot, I be on YouTube University learning stuff that I don't find out or I don't be made aware of like at doctor's appointments and stuff. I go YouTube University, look up something about the nervous system or spines or
I put together my barbecue grill off YouTube
man.
University. So yeah, no, that's
Like for real.
my apps.
It's
My
very,
top
very
apps.
beneficial, man. Very beneficial. Yeah, I'm always living on YouTube. Now, if you want to throw in YouTube, man, I probably might use YouTube more than Facebook because
Yeah,
I'm always watching something on YouTube.
yeah.
Like Facebook, I do a lot of promotion and sharing. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I'm the same way. Facebook, I'm most connected with really people I either went to school with in college or people I grew up with in Flint. So yeah, I'm pretty connected. Or Facebook is most personable. Instagram and everything else is either entertainment or art and hustle, poetry, public speaking, a little bit more debate coaching. But I really want to do YouTube. Like I plan on like yeah, just doing more with YouTube. I think long form content I'm interested in. if I ever start editing the stuff I record.
Yeah, you already got a channel?
Yeah, yep. I'm nobody big yet is the channel, is the YouTube channel. Uh Nothing current yet, but because of this conversation right now, uh definitely some things. I actually was the Flint Community Schools graduation speaker, and I'm going to upload that video to the YouTube. So shout out to all the listeners. If you're listening from Much to Discuss, when I upload that video, just go ahead and drop Much to Discuss in the comments because this conversation is the reason I'm gonna go ahead and get that YouTube channel activated.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Heck yeah, man. What about the Wiley University? Y'all got a YouTube channel to follow along with the great debaters?
No, just the Instagram for now. But I think if my students watching it, they probably create a YouTube before they start. Really, they eye on the prize of that a national championship in February. But I told them we're gonna enhance our digital footprint. Same with me, with nobody big yet. That's why it's so important to get back to you, man. I've been in and out the city a few times, but I'm glad that we was able to catch up.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man. We've been looking forward to it, man. It's definitely a blessing, man. I heard so much about you. Was glad that I finally got to meet you, and I believe we first formally met at the Wine and Rhymes. Was it?
Yeah, or yeah, Wine and Rhymes. That was my first performance here, probably really post COVID, to be honest, just because the time in Tennessee, COVID-19 lockdown, and I've been in Texas for the last 4 years. So any trips to Flint has been more family related or personal related. So the Wine and Rhyme show with Jeff Sky, shout out to Jeff Sky, that was great. Yeah, and then ever since then, I think I've been back 2 times and just couldn't meet up. So
Yeah, yeah. I think I believe I spoke to you, man, a little bit over 10 years ago. We was because nobody big yet came and performed at the first ever Flint Stop the Violence rally. And I don't remember if you were there because you might have had somewhere else to be, but the rest of the fellas came and showed up. Like, and I think that's when I met Dream, GS the Dream, the Alpha Drew,
yeah, shout out to Drew, Dream,
Prodigy.
yeah,
Yeah.
Prodigy, Breeze, just all the art community. I think I'm able to talk about debate or have a career in debate, but it's because of poetry and my interest in poetry came because people around me gravitated and already was doing poetry. Like Prodigy was writing poetry in middle school. I was reading his poems before I even thought about doing poetry. My boy Dream helped me record my first poetry spit tape. So
Hey.
that was special. And then all of the poets around just help either promote the open mic or go out to anytime we were invited to Detroit, Saginaw, U of M Flint, everybody at U of M Flint that helped us and booked rooms for us and with us, and any organization that invited us and gave us a platform to share our gift. Like I wasn't the strongest in English class, but my love for poetry helped me get the command of the English language. Um, and again, that all came from organic Flint Town artist base supported open mic grind, community organizer, Greater Flint Arts Council, Good Beans Cafe kind of experience, and that's only organic and special to Flint. I couldn't recreate it even with the students I teach. Like, oh, coach, how you get so? Like, man, I performed for 2 people, like it was 2,000, and then when it was time to perform for 200 people, I did it so many times for two. I was prepared for the moment. So a lot of that came from just the basis of Flint. Yeah, the Flint artistic scene. So shoot, local art got to be local before it can be national. So shout out to all the local artists. Yeah, putting it together.
That's special, man. That's special. We glad to we glad to have somebody like you from our community. For real, for real.
Flintstone to the bone, man.
Hey, talk to
Flintstone to
him.
the bone.
Man, what inspired you? What led to you writing your first piece ever?
Shoot, first piece. So of course, I think like all black guys, at one point, black Americans, if you're a black American male, at some point in your life, you wanted to be a rapper. So whenever the rap kind of hit me, I tried to rap, and it was just hard to catch and stay on beat. I was creative enough to think of like cool punchlines, but I couldn't stay on beat. So when I discovered spoken word poetry off YouTube, like kind of seeing some of that Deaf Poetry Jam on YouTube, it's like, wait, I could do that. Oh, that's good. I could do that. So that's really what let me know I could do poetry. English class, ninth grade, Miss Finch class. National Poetry Month is April. And usually all poets write a poem a day in April. So during National Poetry Month, Miss Finch exposed us to like 15 different poetry styles. And that was our assignment for the month. I probably finished mine in the weekend because it was just easy to me. So that's when I knew, like, oh, okay, I can write. I already knew I was creative. Mix a little kudos in there. I could do public speaking. Last but not least, the U of M Flint, Future the poet. He had Future's Lyricist Lounge, and I think the ticket was like $15 in advance, 20 at the door.
Mhm.
I went there, and it was just really college students or young adults really that had experience and that were polished, that was performing memorized and with intention and with focus. And I said, oh, I want to do that. So those were all of the elements and ingredients that got me to, okay, spoken word poetry. So first poem, don't know, but Miss Finch, ninth grade English class, I'll probably give it credit to.
Hey, shout out to Miss Fence. Hey, that's dope, man. I love hearing stories like that. Um, so what led to the origins of Nobody Big Yet?
Getting booed off the stage.
Oh man.
Shout out to again Tennessee State, Nashville, Tennessee. So senior year, Mac. I'm probably kudos president, so I done step shows. Was doing open mics a little bit, so I'm starting to smell myself. College freshman, Tennessee State. I do like the freshman talent show, kill it. I get third. First place was like this hip hop violin girl. She was playing Trey songs. You didn't think I invented sex on the violin with the instrumental. It was tight. And then the second place dude, he was like this strong fire, the actor from Lean on Me, the Far East Side. He was looking like him, but he was strong, had like a high top in the cut. Killed the R&B song. He sung the R&B. He had the silk button up,
Oh man.
muscles. Killed it. Then it was third place. This little short dude from Flint, Michigan, in the palms. So I killed that.
Yeah.
From there, the upperclassmen get to campus, and it's a Capallo. They invite me to do the Capallo. Like, hey, you was in the other show. You should do our Capallo.
Okay.
I do the Capallo, like Kappa invited or themed Apollo, and of course, you know Apollo. When the audience not feeling the performance, they could go boo or womp womp to get the people off the stage. So during my performance, I'm trying to talk to the ladies, use my same little gimmick. Um, and the dudes, like, I ain't gonna say it was the football players because the auditorium was dark, but it was just a lot of dudes, and I couldn't even get in the look. I probably had 15 seconds worth of poetry out before they was booing, and then
Damn.
the booing was growing. I was still trying to spit, and then that just hurt my feelings. But I feel like anybody in the first two rows, they was feeling what I was saying. The people on the stage on the side was feeling what I was saying. The Sandman was feeling what I was saying, but the crowd got the booing, and I'm kind of like I'm rushing because I'm looking at my peripheral. Like soon as the
You
Sandman
watching that
come out,
Sandman?
oh, I'm
Yeah.
dipping. You ain't gonna put me out of here. I'm gonna leave before you put me out. But I made it through the poem. I kind of cut it short, but rushed at the same time. At the
Okay.
end of the Apollo, they bring all the acts out that didn't get booed, and they put their hands over each act.
Yeah.
Man, why the little fine host put her hand over me at the end? These mugs booed me again, man.
Oh
So I got a
man.
double little boo, and
Damn.
that hurt my little feelings, my little confidence, my whole little, everything. I probably was in my dorm for the whole weekend, thinking everybody was gonna see me as the dude who got booed. Some people wasn't there, most people didn't care or know or whatever. But I remember I wrote in my notebook, like that's cool, cause they gonna do me like that because I'm nobody big yet. Cause I'm nobody big yet. Well, I need that on the shirt, or I'm gonna put that at the end of every poem, and then it grew from there. So getting booed in Nashville, Tennessee,
I like that. I like that, man. What year was that?
2010.
2010.
Yeah, the fall of 2010. I want to say it was September, and if I had to guess, September 4th at 7:30. No, I'm joking,
Man.
but that was the day.
He said, "Hey, I took that to heart, boy. Changed everything."
And that changed the course.
Man, what's been some of the blessings nobody big yet had the experience, man?
Community, man, the people that I've met and got to connect with. Just on a local level. I think even being at the farmers market, somebody said, nobody big yet. And I look up and it might be somebody I know from high school or some performance, or somebody I don't, which is kind of like, dang, that's even more humbling. Um, Getting to work around and with Eric Thomas when I lived in Michigan was super inspiring because I wanted to be a motivational speaker. So seeing somebody thrive and do well at it and be positive and be from inner city Michigan, in any inner city anywhere,
Yeah.
and doing well, that put me in the room near him. Man, just the countless like victories of like, man, I wasn't supposed to be here. Nobody taught me how to do poetry, or nobody told me that this was possible, or I didn't know this was a route. So yeah,
Yeah.
really anything and everything, all the way to being invited to be on the Much to Discuss podcast.
Hey.
Because even from the Wine and Rhyme show, somebody there invited me. That's how I became the graduation speaker.
Okay.
So all the opportunities that come from a poem that was written out of frustration, or a poem written while happy or relaxed.
Man, what's been some of your favorite shows where like you and the rest of everybody who represents nobody big yet just came and like everybody just shut it down?
Anytime that it's a click. So click was written by a Flint poet, Avery Brand. And it's basically like Grease meets Stump the Yard meets Drumline. So it's a play. It's a poetical, not a musical, a poetical. It rhymes beginning to end. And it's about this new dude at the school trying to figure what clique he belongs into. So it's the jocks, it's the tough guys, it's the nerds, it's the all of these things. He end up falling for this pretty popular girl. But he might be a nerd, and nerds can get the pretty popular girl. So he's just trying to figure out click. Um, anytime I've directed or produced that, one time I acted in it, but the other times I've directed it, special.
Mm.
Because of the moments, the monologues, my relationship with Avery Brand, he really inspired me. At the Lyricist Lounge, he was the first poet I saw perform for 30 minutes. Like 7 different poems, all different veins and different approaches and just different poems. And he wrote a whole poetical play. Uh, so yeah, in anything that's probably the funnest things. But besides that, anytime we visited a high school back years ago, Northwestern, just to do poetry or teach the students poetry. Some of the special times.
That's dope, man. Speaking of some special times, I've heard some of y'all iron sharpens iron method experiences. GS and Drew has told me about like different ways y'all will push each other to become better.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
them is some of the best stories when it comes to like helping each other evolve that I've heard.
Great battles. To do a great battle, you need a great opponent. So we used to practice like, you know what, if we drive an hour to another city, we gotta be one after the other. Just be good. It can't be everybody just like Drew or everybody just like Dream. So it's like, let's perform one after the other. Let's hear it. Why you don't know that part? Why you keep looking up? What do that line mean? You just said that because it rhymes. So just being able, I think, to create art is one thing, but to be able to accept criticism and edit your work and kind of polish art is a different thing. It's a different process. Um, Wanting to be paid for something you only worked 10 minutes on versus working on something for 100 hours. I'm pretty sure I will probably enjoy the one that somebody worked on 100 hours versus 1 hour or 10 hours.
Yeah, yeah, more than likely.
And poetry is easy to laugh at. So people are like, oh, you're a poet. Oh, you're just deep, dude. So it's like, look, you only got about 30 seconds to impress somebody before they laugh at you or ignore you. So you might need to first line out the gate. You need attention, and you need to show that this ain't that.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's something I love about poetry as well. Um, some of the first nobody big yet was some of like my first time experiencing seeing poets in action, like seeing Prodigy them come through um at the Stop the Violence rally. We was doing a spotlight showcase with
Mm-hmm.
artistic visions.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I remember people like Fire Sis, um, Key Ray, Ashley Kaylee.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was getting the that was like my first time really experiencing like coming to see poets all the
Yeah.
time.
I was saying, see, some people see poet. They might get one good poet in the room, but if you find yourself at a show and it's about 5 to 12 good poets in the room, it is something you won't forget, bro. It's something
Yeah,
that's hard to explain, hard to retell, but you definitely feel it in your. Oh, you can remember it. That's for sure.
man, for real, because like meeting what was that? Between like 2013, 14, something like that. Meeting people like the Prodigies, the Fire Sis, the Key Rays, the Ashley K's, like it didn't really inspire me to like look at how I create my music, like even when I'm rapping, like just how you deliver,
Hmm.
just grasp people attention. And
Yeah.
then before that, I was used to performing in like nightclub environments after hours and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that, where
Like
everybody already mainly like, come to get drunk.
they kind of
And
talking open mic. They gonna sit there and listen.
yeah,
They
so I
if you ask them to clap, they clap. You say repeat after me, they repeat after you.
rewind,
Yeah. See,
man,
shout out to my boy GS the Dream.
man.
That's guy. He is an MC that was versed. He's probably the most versatile MC from he's a person. If he know a verse, he could spit the verse slow. He could spit the verse fast. He could talk the verse out. He could act the verse out. Like he got command of any product he put out. I can't say that. Some rappers were sporadic or he could write a lot, but he polish a lot as well. So just even the amount of productivity that artists, that rappers, a hook, a song, a verse, a hook, a song, a verse. You know, one poem might might take
Man,
me a minute, but to know rappers and artists put out verse after verse after verse for a song, for a
yeah.
mixtape, for an EP, for an LP, for an AP, it raised my BP. I tell you that.
Hey, for real, man. GS was just on the podcast last week. I think last Tuesday, I
I think
believe.
I caught a clip of his interview.
Man, he had I was telling him about a new song I was working on. I let him hear my verse. He broke down my verse Like I didn't have to say nothing of why I did it. The man,
He
he
a
basically
listener.
told me why I wrote the verse the way
He
I did. And I'm like, damn,
he a
like,
listener. Dog.
like
He
and
that
that was just off one listen.
that
Like,
guy
I'm like,
that guy appreciate inhale and then exhale art. Like he is the detail. So man, the community from people that I got to meet with nobody big get for sure the top, the best, better than any check or I've got small money. Then the financial blessings that came through, but the physical blessings too many to encounter or remember.
man, that's dope, man. And then man, I didn't heard you on so my producer, like family, your family, shout out to Soldier on the Beat, Adam Merriweather. The first time I heard you on something was one of his projects.
Okay, I remember the
I
piece
believe,
intro.
yeah, the intro to Long Time Coming.
Hmm.
I believe, man, you was cold on that, bro.
Man, yeah, no,
Man, I was like, oh man, I gotta start that over. Couldn't even really get past the intro. I'm like, man, that was cold. That was a great way to kick off the album. Like that was dope.
see, yeah, man, I got to create some art or even some timeless things. Getting to work with Soldier, Veli,
Shout
um,
out to Belly.
man, just in all the artists. Like I told you before art can go regional or national, it got to be local first. So working with having some really dope sessions. Uh, yeah, with some really dope people.
Yeah, that man, hearing that was another reason why I had to I had to really think like how I was gonna come correct. I gotta come correct when my album come. That intro, man, that's like the intro is everything. And that was like you stood on business on that right there. That was fire. That was fire. Um Poetry, man. Poetry, spoken word. I definitely approached it different. I got on the mic a cappella for the first time just from watching all the poets that we just spoke on. And I've never just sat and just like thought about like writing, just like, oh, I'm about to create some poetry or, write a book of poems. And I've always just but writing raps is still kind of writing poetry.
Look,
So
wait, I always share this because when somebody dropped it on me, I said boom. So now I gotta drop this on people.
go ahead.
You know what R&B stand for?
Rhythm and blues?
So you know what RAP stand for?
No.
Rhythm and poetry.
That was easy.
So just even when some rappers say, "Oh, well, poetry," rap is just poetry with more rhythm, more flow, more cadence. But poetry can have cadence or can have flow. Now the beat, that's what really make it or that's what really separate rap and poetry. But again, poetry can have a beat. But so yeah, R&B, RAP, rap.
Okay. I like that. I like that. That's fire. I'm gonna have to start using that.
Hey man,
Yeah.
I told you somebody dropped it on me.
I'm gonna have to start using
So
that.
I came to much to discuss to drop it on you.
Hey,
So,
for real. I probably appreciate that, brother.
so the
Yeah.
next rapper you get, or the next time the poetry word come up, just go ahead set it up the same way. R&B, everybody automatically
And yeah,
know.
I like that. You just created a new light for me to be proud to call myself. I ain't gonna lie, like the way people appreciate or I don't know, somewhat appreciate music nowadays, it almost make me not even want to call myself a rapper.
Hey, it's tough, because look,
You feel you understand where I'm going with
oh
that?
man,
So I'll be like, man, if
I,
that's what y'all like is rap. Like, man, I ain't no rapper, man.
you heard me kind of give up the local rappers or local artists a nod because if you say local rapper, people kind of scoff at you like you're not creating or like you're not investing and applying yourself. But
Yeah,
it's because it's a lot of bad rap. It's a lot of
man,
bad art. So
lots.
the moment, once you get past the level of being considered bad, then it's like you can say it with pride. But yeah, no, when people hear poet, I know the stigmas of local rapper is bad. Imagine the stigmas of local poet.
Oh
At
man.
least sometimes a rapper, you can't name 3 famous poets right now. And most people first words is Maya Angelou. And I say, name 3 poets living that's famous. And then that's a whole box of conversation. So
Yeah.
rappers and comedians have a ceiling far greater than any poets. But it's much love. Like I said, much love to all the artists. I performed for 2 people, and I've been lucky enough to perform for 200. And don't nobody big yet. Y'all gonna see the picture when I perform for 2,000.
Man, I was hey, you said name somebody famous like famous poets. I'm thinking about you. I'm
See,
thinking about I'm thinking about you, Key Ray Fire, like
see, I
Ashley.
appreciate it. Until Chat GPT say it, until my bank account say it. No, but I'm definitely famous at heart, or hey, I'm famous in Flint. If I'm 2 people say nobody big yet to me and Meyer, I made it. So I made it if you ask me. But if you
Hey,
ask my loans from Sally Mae,
man.
still nobody big
Sally
yet.
Mae, man. I've been man, I ain't talked to Sally Mae in a minute, man.
I know I blocked her.
After we separated, man, I was like, stay away from me, Sally.
Yeah,
Like,
she ain't got nothing else to say to me.
for real.
She knew I ain't have it back then. So she gave it to me. You know what I'm saying?
Man, for real. Man, for real, for real. So I just saw you did a I want to ask you about your experience with the monodrama.
One man show. Okay. Spoken word opened up doors for me to get to speech and debate. Speech and debate opened up doors for me to get to Eastern Michigan Performance Studies. That performance studies master's degree opened up doors for me to do an hour-long monodrama. Think of kind of how Jamie Foxx latest special is. That's a decent way to kind of place a monodrama, but a little bit more acting. That was all stand up with his daughter, but a little bit more acting. So I'm doing a little bit of storytelling, of course, some spoken word poetry, a little bit of drama, acting, 1 person show. I portrayed about 3 different characters, and my setting take place in Flint. So the name of my monodrama is The Big Book Signing. I wrote a book, Nobody Big Yet, The Obstacles, Opportunities during COVID. We were locked down. So this monodrama is loosely based on the ups and downs I went through while trying to create, edit, and publish my own book, and some of the things I decided to take out, some of the things I wrestle with, just even the relationship with my let me see, missing father, or some of the abandonment, along with maybe some health problems I had, along with discovering poetry. So that's kind of some of the themes that I tackle and explore in my monodrama. It premiered a part of the Fringe Festival in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I'm working to secure a venue here in Flint. So hopefully, come December, we don't even got to talk about it. We can talk about it after you see it, and then I come back and we can discuss it. Discuss it then and there.
Okay. Hey, we'll be here. We'll be here ready for you.
But
So
yeah, just trying to expand my capacity with. Yeah, I can write a 3 minute poem. My poetry mentor wrote a 90 minute poetical play. What can I do in 90 minutes or 50 minutes or long form YouTube content, or what can I do? How can I create through different mediums? So monodrama is probably my the newest medium that I'll kind of newest discipline that I'll kind of work on.
how long did it take you to like rehearse and prep for that before you felt comfortable displaying it in front of everybody?
A goal without a deadline is just a wish. So a part of the Flander, or a part of this workshop, again, the network of people I know, this guy had a monodrama class. I said, man, I'll take the class. I took the class, kind of just trying to write it, not really expecting to stand it up and share it. I just wanted to write. But during the Zoom classes, it was going so well. He said, okay, well, in Indiana in February, you can come read it out loud to people. I'm like, come there to read. I'm like, you know what? Sure. Gave me, I was close to Flint, or I drove from Texas, went to Indiana, and of course, 4 hours away. I came home to visit my mom anyway. So I'm like, gave me a reason to come home. I did the reading there, and the response was so, they like, oh, when can we see this? Or when you coming back? I'm like, coming back. I'm like, see this. And then I got to see other people doing their reading, and some of them was memorized, or some of them was acting out parts fully,
Yeah.
or some of them had sound effects. And I said, wait a minute, I got some ideas. And that's when I decided, like, you know what? I'm gonna from that February in Indiana, I knew I was gonna bring it, I was gonna stand it up. So probably from that February up until last month, it was work on and off, or like, okay, I still got debate, but let me work on scene one. Okay, I still got school, so let me work on act two. So probably about I guess a year long process, with breaks, ups, downs, a little bit of procrastination in there as well, but a lot of edits.
Okay. Okay. I like that, man. I like that. Is there a footage out of that?
It might be on the YouTube soon, but actually, I'm gonna record it in December, so it won't be
Okay.
footage out until I do it in Flint. I'd rather do it with a hometown crowd.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, I got it's game tape somewhere locked in the vault that I got to
Hey.
study to get prepared for the December show.
Oh, we finna go crazy.
Oh yeah, no,
Man.
no,
We finna go
now
crazy.
that I can't, like, even if we got a time step this moment, the December monodrama in Flint is gonna be one of those you got to be there to. Even if it is recorded and shared on the YouTube, it's gonna be one of those moments. It's gonna be one of those pivotal performances. Like back then, some of those open mics and slams were pivotal performances,
Yeah.
and I had no idea. I kind of know this one will be one of those career enhancing, all the clout, all the respect, all of the or the consistency. The people that then saw me from the front row from every open mic, they'd be like, "Man, Mac looked like he been doing this for a decade plus." Is my goal for December. So that's how that's how big that monodrama gonna be. Like,
Hey.
yeah, that's. I'm hopefully I get the venue secured tomorrow and really get to start lightly promoting as easy earliest Friday. But as soon as I get the venue and the date secured, Flint Town, the big book signing monodrama, oh, it's going down.
Hey, I'm looking forward to that, man. I know y'all looking forward to it as well. That's gonna be special, man. All that experience gonna be on full display.
Yeah.
For real, man. Anything else you want to highlight or discuss while you're here?
Man, I'm honestly on much to discuss. I think we discussed it all. We came out the gate talking about my debaters and just the possibility of bringing them to Flint
Shout out to
to
all of them.
recruit and offer scholarships to Flint seniors, no matter the GPA. So we covered that. We talked a little bit about Mac the Poet and just how nobody big yet got started. Some of the open mics, some of the poets like GS the Dream, or artists, but Key Ray, Prodigy. I know Legacy changed his stage name to something else. I can't. I know he
Yeah.
got an open mic coming this week. I wish I'd be in town.
Yeah,
Key
shout out to
Ray.
OTD.
Yeah, yeah. So we just talked about that era and that special time. And then really kind of talked about the monodrama and really what's next for Nobody Big yet. So December, Flint Town, I'm coming back. Or 2026. Actually, I'm just elevating, like, I think, from doing the crim to doing a monodrama last week to speaking at Flint School's graduations this summer. I've been applying, or I've been really fast and disciplined and intentional with sharing my gift, sharing my craft, and just operating in the from a space of executing on my desires. It's like it's more than a goal at this point. Like, no, it's a desire. I gotta get healthy, or I gotta release art. I gotta get a YouTube plaque, et cetera, et cetera. So, no, man. Hey, you the boss. You covered it all. I I appreciate you. for the invitation.
Appreciate you, man. Your presence is a blessing, man. Great to be in your presence, man. I'm sure a lot of people go be inspired. Hell, I'm more inspired. I need to sharpen up my game a little bit just from talking to you, learn something from you. Rap, rhythm and poetry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I'm
we even
rocking with
dropped the
it.
lesson. Yeah,
Yeah, because
got
I like that gem right there. I'm using that. Man. You heard it from Mac the poet, Ernest Mack. Anything else coming up? I know you said you got in a few weeks, the debaters, you got something coming up. You
yeah.
highlighted earlier.
Really, yeah. Just gonna be, especially people on Facebook. Just be on the lookout. Any way you can support my debate team. Send us purple ties, stockings, dress shirts for the young people. That's it. But other than that, just keep your eye out and be ready to spread the word about the monodrama and the great debaters coming to town.
Tell them how to follow you again.
Follow me at nobody underscore big underscore yet. Right.
Hey,
Let
show
me
off that
let me move
jewelry
my
you just
crimp.
got.
Let me
Yeah.
move my crimp jewelry.
Hey. Nobody
Nobody
big.
underscore big underscore yet on Instagram. Ernest Mack on Facebook on the tag. And I'm nobody big yet at YouTube or on YouTube. So be on the lookout. I'm excited to get my YouTube together. But yeah, find me, follow me, text me, send me some money, cash at me, whatever you need to do. I appreciate you.
Hey, man. Appreciate your presence, man. That's what I'm talking about. Nobody big yet.
Not yet.
Ernest Mack, much to discuss. Appreciate y'all. Until next time, he'll be back.
Oh,
He'll
we
be back.
back, coming back.
There's always much to discuss, baby. Y'all have a great day. Stay blessed.
Once again, we'd like to thank the world for tuning in. Follow our guests. Find the link in the description. Please comment down below. Leave your honest thoughts. Let me know if you like or dislike Chris the Boss. It's a vibe. Topics expanded worldwide. Tap the bell. Hit subscribe. You'll be notified. On the journey, close your eyes. Create your own ride. Much to discuss. The rest is on us. Hope you enjoyed the show. Soon we'll be back for more. Hope you enjoyed the show. Pretty soon we'll be back for more. Be fair, take care. Less stress, stay blessed.